We were talking about the fact that Congress is going to give themselves a raise next year, a 3.8% raise, and how they've not done anything to deserve that. And this person has a suggestion. This person says, perhaps if we paid congressmen better, regular people could do it, as opposed to having only the rich or those funded by the rich who don't need the income clustered in the chamber. Just a thought. They get paid $174,000 a year. That's the low end. If you're in leadership, you get paid more than that. How much better do you want to pay them? I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to state my position on this particular topic. They get paid $174,000 a year. Just as a frame of reference, real median household income for the United States is $80,000. 80,610 to be exact, which is a 4% increase from the median household income in 2022 of 77,000. That means that the average member of Congress makes over $90,000 more than the median income household in the United States of America. The average household income is only $37,585. In fact, at $174,000 a year, that puts every single member of Congress in the top 20% as far as earners go in the United States of America. Top 20%. How much more do you want to pay these fucking people? They make $174,000 a year for doing jack shit for the people who sent them there and the people who pay them. No, they don't need to be paid more money. At least not at this point in time, they don't. Oh, Tom, they haven't had a raise since '09. Neither have the people that are on federal minimum wage. And there are over 1 million people on federal minimum wage right now that can't survive and need to be on government assistance. I know you're just throwing it out there as a thought, but the fact that you started this out, perhaps if we paid them better, regular people could do it. Regular people would love to have a $174,000 a year job. I can name for you thousands of people that would line up to have a $174,000 a year job. Congress doesn't need a raise. Congress needs to get their head out of their ass and start doing their fucking jobs. Congress doesn't need a raise. They need to actually do their job. And perhaps if Congress did their job and passed legislation to benefit the American people, passed legislation that made American lives better, passed legislation that made the day-to-day lives of Americans easier, smoother, better, passed legislation that made sure that Americans didn't have to decide between going hungry and paying for their medications. Passed legislation that made sure that the average American wouldn't go bankrupt because they got cancer. Passed legislation that said if you work 40 hours in a week in this country, you should actually be able to survive at the end of the month. Passed legislation that said if you want to go to the doctor and you and your doctor can discuss, come up with a plan of attack for your own body, then you guys get to make that decision. Then yeah, I would sit here and say we should probably pay them a little bit better, man. We should maybe give them a raise. They're actually doing things for the average American people. But that's not the case. So with all due respect to Congress, fuck their raise.